Thank you all for joining us today to this wonderful session, Discover Your Core. I met Nitesh a couple of years back at my previous organization, and I had the pleasure and honor to hear him. And so I reached out to him and I said that he must do this session for our community, for the Inca community, and that's why we have this session happening today. A quick intro from my side of Nitesh. As you can see on the screen, he is the founder of Edify Labs. He is an award-winning coach. He's a best-selling author. And he's a results coach to authors, entrepreneurs, and potential CXOs. He has been awarded twice as Best Strategic Partner by Tata Consultancy Services, and he's the author of the best-selling As You Sow, 7 Untold Secrets of Parenting. When you have a question or a point to make, you can raise your hand or you can put it in your Q&A window or chat window, and I will unmute you then for you to speak it out. Nitesh had also requested all of you to have a pen and paper ready with you, as well as have another instrument with you. We usually use the laptop or the PC to have Zoom on. So please have your phone also along with you. But if you are logged in from the phone itself, it will help if you also have another system with you, because Nitesh will tell us how we're going to use the two devices. So over to Nitesh.
First of all, thank you to Jobs for Her Foundation. Thank you, Nirja. Thank you, Asha. Thank you, Sharnita, for giving me this platform to speak to all the women professionals who want to make it big in their career. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nitesh Gawde. I run a company called as Edify Labs, and we do corporate training programs. We do individual coaching, and we do frameworks which help people live their unlived life. The best part is, in last 10 years, I have observed and I have experienced that the life which we have can be so much blissful, it can be so much graceful, and it can give you what you want, but the only thing that is stopping you from achieving that life is yourself. I have learned this in last 10 years, that how I was stopping myself from living the life which I deserved and desired. So today I'll be sharing some of my experiences so that it will help you live the life which you always dream of. So let me start. So you will observe that most of us, whatever we do in our life, we do it only for two reasons. The first reason is we want to be successful in our life. That's the first reason. And the second reason is we want to be happy in our life. Now, this is the two reasons for which I was doing everything in my life. For example, I cleared my 10th standard, I did my 12th standard, I did my engineering, then did my MBA, got into HFC Bank. And till that time, I was focusing on the successful part of my life. And then suddenly one day I realized that I am happy only on the 25th of the month. This is the time I'm talking about when I used to work for the bank. And I realized that I am successful, but I'm not happy. Then I resigned from my job and I started this company. And for the next 3-4 years, I was getting happy. I was being happy. Now, I realized that successful or happy is not the way of life. If you really want to live this life to the fullest, you have to be successful and happy. And in last 3-4 years, I realized that you can do certain things in your life which will make you successful as well as happy. And that's the agenda of today's session. The entire agenda of today's session is to help you understand what you can do in your life so that you can become successful as well as happy. So let's start. Let's start the session so that we can be successful as well as happy. Now, before we start, I want you to introspect. I want you to introspect today on this question. Why are you here? Now, I'm sure a few days back, you must have got a notice about this webinar and you went through the topic of the session, Discover Your Core, and then you went through the content and you felt something about it. I want you to question yourself. What do you really want? Why are you here sitting in front of a laptop and listening to me? What is your core intention? I'll give you 30 seconds of your time. Ask yourself and try to get a clear answer for this question. Why are you here right now? Super. Now, this answer is very, very important. Basis on this answer, I can divide the participants or the listeners of this webinar into three types. You have to identify in which type you are there. The first type of participant, based on the answer of why you are here, are prisoners. These are those participants who have joined the webinar not by their own will. Someone has asked them to do so. कि ये तुम्हारे लिए अच्छा है, तुम ये webinar attend करो. And they are sitting here, but they are sitting here only physically. Their mental state is somewhere else, and the entire time their focus is on the time, by when the session will get over. Now, prisoners are very, very angry during the session. They are always judging the content. They are trying to find out mistakes. And if someone asks them at the end of the session, how was the session? They would always say, Sab malum tha. This is the first type. The second type of participants are vacationers. Vacationers are those people who are here to spend some good time. ये वो लोग हैं जो सोच रहे हैं कि घर पे कुछ ना कुछ काम रहता है, ऑफिस में कुछ ना कुछ काम रहता है, एक वेबिनार अटेंड कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा टाइम मिलेगा. So they are very happy in the sessions. They have a habit of attending multiple sessions regularly. They learn new things and they are happy about it. At the end of the session, if you ask them how was the session, they will say superb, amazing. But if you ask them what did you learn from the session, what are you going to implement from the session, they don't have the answers. And the third type of participants are those participants who are sitting here with a clear agenda. That can I learn something new? Can I learn at least one new point which will take my life from here to here, which will take my career from here to here, which will take my health from here to here, my relationship from here to here. They are here sitting with a clear agenda that I want to learn something which I will be implementing immediately in order to grow in my life. Now, honestly speaking, I don't know who you are. Are you a prisoner? Are you a vacationer? Are you a participant? Are you a learner? But there is a request. If you're sitting here as a prisoner, if you're sitting here as a vacationer, or if you're sitting here as a learner, mind you, how you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you're sitting here as a prisoner in this session, you experience your life as a prisoner. You try to run from one place to another place. You try to find out what can be done new rather than enjoying what you're having. If you're sitting here as a vacationer, you are celebrating a long holiday. When you were 20, you wanted to do something big in your life. You thought, I'm just 20, I'll do it at the age of 25. When you reach 25, you thought, I'm just 25, let me do it at the age of 35. When you reach 35, right now also you're thinking, this is not the right time. So my request, identify how you live your life. So let us start from today, living our life as a learner. Try to learn new things which matters to you and how you can implement in that your life. So my request is, please attend this session as a learner, and my promise is this session will help you identify the obstacles of your life. I'm sharing two powerful concepts today, and those two concepts will identify what has been stopping you so far in order to leave or in order to reach your dream job. So with this, let's proceed. And I would like to keep this session as interactive as possible. So I would be giving you certain platform through which you can help yourself, and you can also share the answers with me. So the first question of the session, ask yourself, what do you really want in your life? What is that matters to you? If I ask you to give me top 3 things that you want in life, for example, you want a great career, you want a great health, you want amazing love life, you want your children to grow up, you want a car, you want house, anything. So right now, go to this place, take a mobile phone, type in menti.com. Now, the moment you reach this menti.com, they will ask you to insert a code. You just have to enter this code 175368. And you have to share your answers. The moment you share your answers, I can, as well as the entire audience, can see your answers anonymously. Please go ahead. Start typing things that you want in your life. I'll wait for 2 minutes. I request all of you to participate in this. Till the time you don't share what you want, we cannot create a clear agenda for the session. Nice. So somebody has answered satisfying career, somebody has answered money, happiness, love. Great. Thank you for sharing. I would request more people to participate. Nice. Love, success, health, peace. So if anybody is answering happiness multiple times, you will see the size of happiness growing. So the size of the word will tell you how many more people are giving the same answer. So if you see happiness and peace are bigger in size, that means many of you are writing these answers. Superb. Amazing participation, guys. So sufficient bank balance, good family life, you want to travel, you want to earn money, you want to settle abroad, you want mind, I'm assuming it is peaceful mind you're talking about, you want health, wealth, prosperity, you want a car, amazing. Superb. So let's stop here for this question. So basically, so I'm sure you all are able to see what majority of the participants are saying, and the biggest one is happiness, and the second biggest is health, peace. Superb. Thank you for this wonderful participation. Now moving back to our session. Now, oh, so some people have directly participated on the chat. I would request all of you guys to participate on the menti.com platform. Nice. Now, if you observe, whenever I do this session across corporates across India, these are the answers that I get from them. So it always starts with money, health, house, respect, happy family, car, to help others, to get a good salary, to get a promotion, to have a great career. Some people also wants to help others. They want great at relationships. Now, if you observe all of these pointers, which you have mentioned right now, all of these pointers can be divided into 4 major aspects of life. The first aspect is love. It can be your parents, it can be your spouse, it can be your children, it can be your siblings, it can be your friends. Love is very, very important in our life. The second aspect is health. Now, when I talk about health, it is not only the physical health which I'm talking about, your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health, your spiritual health. Then comes your career. Now, in career, it is not only having a job or doing a business. It is about your growth. It is about your learning. It is about what kind of difference are you making? What kind of impact are you creating in your career? And the last and the most important is wealth. In wealth comes your active income, comes your passive incomes, comes your assets. Now, these 4 aspects are very, very important in life. So let us do a small activity which will help us get into more details of where we are right now in these 4 aspects. For that, let me explain you this chart. Now, this chart has these 4 aspects given: love, wealth, health, and career. What you need to do is you need to identify where you are in these aspects right now, and you have to rate yourself. For example, if you rate yourself 4 in love, that means you are doing excellent in love. It means that you are enjoying the best love life. You don't have any complaints. Your parents are proud of you, your spouse is proud of you, he respects you like anything, your children, you yourself, the kind of love that you give to yourself is amazing. That is rating 4. If you give a rating of 3, it means that things are good, but there is a room for improvement. If you rate it 2, okay, you are just surviving. You are continuing in a relationship because you don't have any other option. And if the rating is 1, it means you are struggling. You every day there are fights, there are arguments. Accordingly, you can mention. So if you're not married, you can consider this connection with your parents. Now let us talk about wealth. You can rate 4 in wealth if you have so much of money that at the end of the month you don't know what to do with that money. If that is the case with you, please go for 4. You will go for 3 if you earn good enough money, but at the end of the month you are able to save a small amount for investments. You will go for 2 rating in wealth if you get a good amount of salary, but by the 5th of the month, all the EMIs eat up your salary. And 1 is you're struggling big time with your income. You're struggling big time with your wealth. You're dependent on someone else for your income or for your wealth. Now let us talk about health. You will mark 4 in health if you are amazing in physical, emotional and spiritual health. You don't remember last time मैं बीमार कब पड़ी थी. You will go for 3 means you are doing good with your health. Sometimes once in a quarter, once in a blue moon, you get sick, or you are in complete control of your anger, but sometimes you get into a fight. You will mark 2 if uh, you are not that great with your health. Once in a week you are having either a headache or a backache or something like that, and you are struggling. And one is you're severely struggling with your health. You don't know what to do about it. You're either overweight by a big amount, or you are struggling with your sugar, or you are going through certain illness which is prolonged for a long time now. Career. Now you will mark 4 in your career where you have identified what you need to do in your life, and you are super amazing in your work. In fact, you are encouraging people to do what you are doing. You are calling up people and telling अपना वो वाला job छोड़ दे, मेरे यहाँ पे आ जा, मेरा कहाँ पे काम बहुत amazing है. You will go with 3 if you are doing a good job, but there is still room for growth. You feel कि और कुछ कर सकते हैं, and I can go to 4 in my career. You will mark 2 in your career where by you are searching for a new job, or you're searching for something because the current thing is not at all fulfilling, neither emotionally nor monetarily. And you will mark 1 when you are actually struggling. Either you don't have a job, or you're struggling big time with your career. If you're doing a job, it is a headache. Going to office is like going to a warfield for you. Now what I want is mark the answers for love, for wealth, for health, for career. Now you will get a score. Again, go to menti.com. Use this new code 49 17 51. Now if you mark, let's say 3 in love, 2 in wealth, 3 in health, and 3 in career, so your score will be 3 2 5 5 3 8 8 3 11. You have to mark your score accordingly. So for example, I have given you 3 options here, so please go ahead and identify where you are right now. I'll again give you 2 minutes for this. Okay, we have got one person in 8 9 10. So there are 4 options: less than 8, 8 9 10, 11 12, and accordingly you have to identify where you are. Okay, we have got so far 5 people. Okay, nice. Please keep on sharing. So majority of you are in the range of 8, 9, 10. 4 of you are there in 11, 12 now, and less than 8 there are 2 people, but still we have not got anyone in 13, 14 and 15, 16 range. I'll still wait for more 30 seconds. If anybody has not given the answers yet, please give the answers. Super. So far majority of you have given the answers, and I can see that almost 66% of the total participants are there in the range of 8, 9, 10. Now coming back to the session, first of all, this rating is not relative. Okay, so let me explain you this part first. Whatever you have given the rating, it is your understanding of your life. It is not the standard by the world. Okay, for example, किसी के लिए wealth में 10 lakh rupees can be 3 and किसी के लिए 20 lakh rupees can be 2. So मेरा rating अगर 10 है तो किसी का 12 मेरे 10 से अच्छा है ऐसा नहीं है. Okay, this is your rating. This is how you see your life. It has nothing to do with anyone else because everyone's perception is different. But the most important part is what you have rated yourself right now. This rating is your life right now. And that is the concept of living and unlived life. So, for example, whatever rating you have given is your current life. And you will observe that most of us are having a current life where either average career is there, average wealth is there, average health is there, or we are average in our relationship, or we are struggling in our relationship. But this is the life we are living right now, and we call it as living life. So we can divide our lives into 2 parts. One is the living life, which you have just rated right now, and one is the unlived life. In unlived life, everything is amazing. In unlived life, you are going through a great career. You are not only making a difference to yourself, you are making a difference to your company, you are making a difference to the world. You are amazing with your wealth. You can shop whatever you want. You need not wait for the annual sale. You are doing amazing with your health. You are actually proud of the health that you are having. And the most important part, you are going through an amazing relationship. You respect each other. You find what is there unlived, and you are empowering your spouse and your parents and your kids in their unlived. That is the definition of unlived. In simple terms, the chart that you have just given, whatever rating is you have given is your living life, but 15 and 16 will be your unlived life. Okay, now let us work on this more. Now, first of all, thank you for sharing your current life, and this is my promise that the remaining part of the session will help you reach your unlived. Now, before we reach our unlived, I want you to recreate your unlived. See, majority of the time, people don't reach their unlived because they don't know what they want in their unlived life. So I do a lot of coaching, and I do coaching from teenagers to top CEOs. And the first thing I ask them in their coaching session is, what do you want in your life? And trust me, 60% of the people don't know what they want. It is like you want to go to some place and you want to book Ola, but you don't know the destination. Now, be it Uber or be it Ola, if you don't know the destination, they cannot take you to the place you want to go. So let us do one simple thing today. Let us start creating our unlived life. So for example, ask yourself, in order to get a rating of 15 and 16, what should happen in my love life, in my wealth, in my health, in my career? What will happen so that I can call that as my unlived life? And that is the activity I want you to write. So today we are meeting for a very short amount of time. So today we will focus only on career. So let me ask you that if a genie comes in front of you and he gives you 3 wishes in your career, okay, and take this activity very seriously. If a genie comes in front of you and he offers you 3 wishes which you can use for your career, what company, what profile or which position, and what would be your dream CTC. So take a pen and paper, be honest to yourself, and if given an option, which company you would like to work for, at what profile or position you would like to work for, and what would be your annual package. So I want you to write down these answers, because this is very, very important. Now, some of you are confused. I really don't know what to write here. Trust me, if you don't write anything here, you will be very much confused and you will never be able to achieve. So write down something. Write down any company which you wish to work for, any position which you wish to work for, and what salary. So basically आपको ऐसा लिखना है कि ये लिखने के बाद your rating in career should be 4. Out of that 1, 2, 3, 4, it should be excellent. So what answers you will write here? And after writing the answers, again, go to menti.com, use this code 484781 and type in your 3 answers. There are 3 tabs. One is for the company name, one is for the profile and position, and third one is the annual package. Now, if you really want to start your own company, write down business. I request, I know this is difficult, but I request, write down which company you want to work for. TCS, you want to work for Capgemini, you want to work for Microsoft, you want to work for Google, you want to work for Apple, you want to work for Facebook, what position you want to work for, and what will be annual salary. Don't think where are you right now. I am asking you to think from the future, where you would like to be superb. So somebody has mentioned Google software, amazing, 5 crore salary, 5 lakh per annum, 10 lakh per annum. Amazon, amazing, please mention. I request everyone. Superb. Grace Hopper, I believe this is the company's name. Business, okay, so business is now increasing in size. Google is increasing in size. IT professional, super, please write. 35 lakhs, amazing. 7 lakhs 20,000, very precise. Head of organization, amazing, please contribute. The best part about using this platform is you can also see what your fellow participants are answering. All state, nice. HR manager, superb. Director, founder, training, start an NGO, amazing. Head of a school, superb. Feel free, pour your heart in. TCS, nice. 60 lakhs per annum. HSBC Bank, director. We should share these results with Google. They will be more than happy. So the top answer is business and the second answer is Google. Amazing. Business trainer, amazing. Founder, superb. CEO, any company, huh? So good. So glad that somebody answered this as any company. Never ever write any company. So I did this activity with one of the B schools, and there was a smart student sitting there, and he wrote in salary infinity. So what I did was I took out a checkbook, I signed a check and write infinity and told him go and cash. Now remember, you have to have certain clarity. I understand that you don't know where to go, but जितना clarity अच्छा रहेगा उतना जल्दी आप पहुंचेंगे. So never ever write any company. Write down any company's name so that we can understand from where we have to start. Superb. So amazing participation. I am hoping that you all can, okay, somebody has written UXI analyst, CTO, director, CFO, HSBC Bank. Amazing. Thank you very much for this participation. Now these answers are very, very important in nature. Okay, now let us come back to our session. Now, thank you for answering this question. Now let us play a game. Okay, I call this as time machine. Okay, now I want everybody to give your utmost attention here, and please do not divert or get distracted during this 5 minutes activity. Now I want you to keep those 3 things in front of you, which you have written right now: your dream company's name, your dream profile, and your annual salary. Now look at that once. I request everyone to look at your answers right now. Don't look at the screen, look at the answers right now. So let's start with the time machine activity. Today's date is 15th November 2018. Let us all, so right now we are what, 27 participants here? Let us all 27 participants, let us sit in a time machine and we go forward. We go ahead of time by 2 years. Please be with me, everyone. We are all sitting in a time machine and we are going ahead in the future by 2 years. So date today is 15th November 2020. Now imagine yourself 2 years ahead that you are sitting in your dream company. Close your eyes. Imagine that so if you have mentioned Capgemini, you're sitting in Capgemini. If you have mentioned TCS, you're sitting in TCS. You have mentioned Google, you're working for Google right now. If you have mentioned business, you have started your business. You have to imagine that you have started whatever, or you have got what you have written. You are doing what you have written. So your profile and position, that also you have achieved. So you have just checked your drawer and you received you got your visiting card, and on the visiting card, you can see the name, and below your name you have mentioned whatever profile you have mentioned in the activity, that is written. So if you have mentioned head of organization, there it is written head of learning and development, or head of HR, head of operations, that is written on your card. And suddenly check out your mobile phone and you see your last salary, and you know what, how much salary has been credited to your account? Exactly the same amount which you have mentioned. Now I want all of you to first of all experience this. Okay, so close your eyes for 10 seconds and imagine that in 2 years time you have achieved this. And I want you to experience how are you feeling right now if everything is true. You have achieved your dream job, you have achieved your dream profile, you have achieved your dream salary. Good. I know that this is an amazing state. For some of you, you are still not able to experience it. That's fine. Okay. Now let us stay in the time machine activity. So right now the date is 15 November 2020. It is 2 years. Now we all will sit in the time machine again and we will come back by 1 year. Okay. So now the date is 15th November 2019. So first we went ahead by 2 years, then we went back by 1 year. So right now the date is 15 November 2019. Now you know where you are. You have just completed the interview for your dream company. And since we know the future, you have already got in the company. You've already got the job. You are happy with your job. Now this is the day where your interview was done, and the time right now is 12:40. The interview is done. The HR is congratulating you, and he or she is giving you the agreement to sign, and you're signing. Again, a happy time. You have got your dream job. It is 12:40 right now. The date is 15 November 2019. Now let us sit again in the time machine and come back by 1 hour. So now the time is 11:40. This is the time when your interview just started. I know that you have got the job because we have seen the future. But right now, in the current state, the time is 11:40, 2019, 15 November. I just want you to experience from 11:40 to 12:40. What are you going to say during the interview so that you will get this job? Tell me what exactly will you say these guys? ये तीन सामने लोग बैठे हैं, एक हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट है, एक एचआर का बंदा, एक फंक्शनल डिपार्टमेंट का बंदा है. ये तीन लोग बैठे हैं आपके सामने एंड यू आर एलिजिबल फॉर द जॉब. दैट इज द रीजन यू हैव बीन कॉल्ड फॉर द इंटरव्यू. नाउ यू हैव टू टेल मी हाउ वुड यू prove them, or how would you see? We have seen the future, right? You've already got the job. My question is, इंटरव्यू में what did you say? आपने क्या बोला कि आपको जॉब मिल गया? Tell me. Think. And trust me, for those who have written business, Let us take the same scenario. You have reached your business in 2 years. Now tell me why a customer should buy from you. Why you should be getting 60 lakhs per annum. Why should be getting 5 crore per annum. Why should be getting a salary of 22 lakhs. And you know na, that people right now are getting this kind of salaries, more than that. Right now, one of my client is getting a salary of 46 lakh rupees and she works for IT company. So whatever salary you have mentioned is not impossible. It is completely possible. People right now are getting this salary. I just want to ask why. So the question I'm asking you is very simple. This is the first question and very, very powerful question. Why your dream company should offer you that dream profile and CTC? If you're telling me I am educated, I will work hard. Okay, but why? Why you? If you say that I want to work for Google, Google wants to work with amazing people. Why Google will recruit you? That's the question. So this is an amazing question. When I do this session for 10th standard and 12th standard students, and I ask them, most of them raise their hand and they say we want to work for Netflix. I ask them the same question: why would Netflix offer you that job? So they say I am hardworking. So are everyone. I will do my job. So will everyone. My question is very clear. If you want a specific job, what specific are you bringing to the table? And trust me, if you don't know the answer, that is the reason we don't have that job. Focus. Always think from the company's point of view. Why the company will recruit you? That's the first question. Okay. Second, I want everybody to focus on this question. This is the most important question, especially for female professionals. What is the pain of not having that job right now? Whatever dream job you have mentioned, this is an amazing dream. Okay, everything is amazing, be it 5 lakh rupees or be it 5 crore rupees. I am asking you a simple question: what is the pain of not having it right now? I was doing this session for L&T, and there one person wrote 100 crore rupees. So I asked him, sir, you have written 100 crores, that's an amazing dream. So what is the pain of not having 100 crores today? And the answer was nothing. And you know what? If there is no pain for what you want, you will not get it. Let me be very straightforward to you. You will not get what you want if you don't have a pain for not having it. I do this question with students also. So I ask them, how many of you want to drive a Mercedes Benz? And again, everybody raise their hand. So I ask them, what is the pain of not having a Mercedes? And they don't have a concrete answer. And trust me, if you don't have a pain, एक ऐसा ना दर्दनाक पेन होना चाहिए अगर वो चीज नहीं मिल रही है तो. Let me give you a different perspective. Whatever you're doing right now in your life, okay, look it from a different perspective. Whatever you're doing right now in your life, the way you're living right now, you're doing that because there is a pain attached to it. So if you're not working and you're taking care of your kids, that is completely okay. But you are doing that because if you don't take care of your kids, there is a pain, and that pain is bigger than the pain of this dream job. Until the time that pain is bigger than the pain of the dream job, trust me, you will not achieve your dream job. If you want to achieve your dream job, the pain of not having that dream job should be the biggest pain. If you feel that if I go for this job, what my family will say, what my husband will say, what my in-laws will say. Now you're not going for that job because you are giving more importance to the pain of what these people will say. And the time your pain of the job is bigger than this pain, you will go for that job. This concept has changed my life. I, like you, were having these big dreams. But right now, I'm focusing only on those work where I have an innate pain. I do this job, I do this business because I have pain. If I don't do this, I am in a painful state. Find out your pain. Third part, third question. So I request you to write down these questions. The first question is this. Why your dream company should offer you a dream profile and CTC. And the second question is, what is the pain for not having it? Generally, we do this in the one-to-one coaching that we have. But today, since I've got this platform, I wanted you to share the best that I can do. So the second question is, what is the pain of not having it? And if you don't have a pain, that is not your dream job. Get something which you really, really care about. Get something which will be painful. Think what will happen if you are in the current life after 2 years also. 2 साल बाद भी आप यही स्टेट में हो, आप वही स्ट्रगल कर रहे हो, आपका लिविंग लाइफ का रेटिंग वही आ रहा है. Is that painful? If yes, use that pain to do something today. But if it is not painful, it's okay with me, which is completely fine. I don't judge you for that. It is completely okay for me to continue like this for next 2 years. Superb. That is the life you choose, and that is completely fine. But if you really want to do something, you have to identify pain for not having it. And the third question here is, if that is so much important to your life, why do you not have it already? क्या आपको रोक रहा है? What has stopped you so far in your life so that you don't have this already? Please write this down. And this is for your personal thing. Don't share this anywhere. What has stopped you in your life? Why you don't have it already? See, the intention of the session is to remove obstacles. People always think that I have to reach somewhere. I have to learn something new. I believe the ulta way. I think that all of you are already whole and complete. You need not learn anything new. You need not do anything new. Everything is within you. You just have to get clarity. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So अगर आज मैं जो कर रही हूँ उसमें मैं खुश नहीं हूँ, तो जो मैं आज कर रही हूँ वो गलत है. मुझे वहां पे देखना है, मुझे वहां पे क्लैरिटी चाहिए. मेरा कुछ थॉट प्रोसेस है, मेरा कुछ बिलीफ सिस्टम्स है जो मुझको मेरे ड्रीम जॉब तक, अनलिव्ड लाइफ तक रोक रहा है. What has stopped you? Write down. I'll give you 30 seconds. Because these are the limiting factors that will always stop you. It can be a family, it can be low confidence, it can be clarity, it can be anything, but write it down. Writing is very, very important. Because in mind now, it is like a wind. It will always keep on coming, going. But if you write, you need clarity. Okay. Let's move forward. Now, let me give you the answer for the first question. The first question was why your dream company should give you that dream salary, which is the most important question. And I'm sure all of you want the answer for that. And it is very simple. Okay. I realized when I started recruiting for the first time for 85 Labs. So I believe 6 years back, I wanted a counselor for my team, and I interviewed a lot of people, and one female professional came and she started for the interview, and her CV was good. So I started the interview, and at the start of the interview, I asked her, what is the salary that you're expecting? And she said, sir, I'm expecting 20,000 rupees. And in my mind, I started calculating, in order to pay her 20,000 rupees, how much the company should earn through her. So I started calculating 20,000 I have to give her salary, 20,000 I have to arrange a space for her, 20,000 maybe for her learning and development and travel, 40,000 I have to keep for taxes, 40,000 I have to keep my margin, and 40,000 I have to keep for other things. And I calculated that in order to pay her 20,000 and still keep the company profitable, the company has to make 10 times out of her. So I started interviewing her. I was in my background evaluating, is she good enough to earn the company 10 times of what she's asking? So मैं उसको ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछने लग गया, आप ये कर सकते हो, आप ये कर सकते हो, अच्छा आपने ये किया है, अच्छा आपने कहाँ किया है. Basis on that, I was trying to evaluate, is she in a position to earn 2 lakh rupees for 85? If the answer is yes, I will happily recruit her for 20,000. If the answer is no, I will reject her. That is a simple formula. The simple formula is, what is the value generated by you? Today, you can get whatever salary you want only if you generate proportional value. So simple, the formula is, write this down somewhere. If your unlived is X, if you want 10 lakh rupees in your unlived, you have to create a value of 10x. Meaning, अगर आपको 1 करोड़ रुपए का सैलरी चाहिए, आपको अपने आप को ऐसा बनाना है कि आप किसी कंपनी को 10 करोड़ रुपए कमा के दे सको. अगर आपको 10 करोड़ रुपए आप किसी को कमा के दे सकते हो, कंपनी नाचते गाते हंसते हुए आपको 1 करोड़ रुपए देगा. This is a simple law. You have to work on value, and value is created by 3 things. First, what knowledge you have about that role. Second, are you able to do those things? And third, most important, do you generate results? Please note down these 3 things you have to work on. So for example, today you are getting a salary of, let's say, 50,000 rupees. इसका मतलब आज आप 5 लाख रुपए का वैल्यू क्रिएट कर रहे हो. Now you want a salary of 1 lakh rupee. इसका मतलब आपको आपका वैल्यू 5 लाख से 10 लाख रुपए पे लेके जाना पड़ेगा. Now how would you increase that value from 5 lakh to 10 lakh? You have to increase something in your knowledge regarding that profile. You have to improve your skills, and the most important, you have to work on the results. This result wala funda has changed my life. So for the first 8 years of Edify Lab, we used to do a lot of motivational programs. And till last year, December, I was doing this big programs with Capgemini, Axis Bank, TCS, and 500 people, 400 people, 300 people. We used to motivate them. So I was amazing with my knowledge. I was amazing with my skills. But I realized that I am not getting the success I want because I was not generating enough results. As a coach, as a motivational speaker, my job is not only just to trigger them. I have to get results out of them. And that is the reason we created something called as Make It Happen framework, which we implemented with TCS in the month of February. And that program created a miracle there. People started showing results. The moment people started showing results, I started getting the unlived of my life. Today, when I coach people, I don't coach them on 1 or 2 sessions. I coach them for 8 weeks minimum. I coach, my clients have continued with me for more than 6 months. The reason is they are getting continuous results. Always remember one thing, huh? Knowledge is important, I agree. Skills is important, I agree. But at the end of the day, market pay you not for your knowledge. Market will pay you not for you know or what you do. Market will pay you for what results you get. If you can earn Google 100 crore rupees, Google will pay you 10 crore rupees. If Google won't, some other company will. So please increase your value. With the same value, you cannot ask for something else. Now let me help you with the type of careers. I need to extend the session by 10 minutes. Now let me help you with the type of careers. Now this is an amazing concept. Here you will realize that for every personality, there are 400 options of careers. So for you, particularly you, there are 400 options where you can work for. Now, out of which 300 are those jobs where you will either struggle or stress. These are the jobs which are not meant for you. You should never go for them. 80 jobs are those where you will survive, where you will do cut to cut work, whatever is required from you, and you will earn your salary, but there will be no fun, there will be no growth. There will be at least 7 profiles, 7 business profiles or 7 career profiles where you will be successful. You will be doing better than what others are doing. 7 profiles will be there where you will be happy. For example, for me, the banking wala career was successful. Then when I started Edify, I was happy, but I was not making good money. That was being happy. And then there are 5 careers which everyone should identify, which will make you happy and successful. What I am doing right now, it makes me happy and it makes me tons of money. And इसके ऊपर भी एक है, to be very honest, ये मुझे मेरे कोच ने समझाया है. So I have got 3 coaches above me. So one of my growth coaches explained me that happy and successful के ऊपर का एक level है, and that is called as make a difference level. ये वो level है जहाँ पे ना you are not concerned about what you are doing in your life. You're not concerned about what you're contributing to your personal or your family life. You're doing something where you're changing the world. You are creating a legacy for you. Now, very few people, matlab, 1 in 10,000 people reach to this make a difference wala level. And this is something which everyone should go for, I believe. So how to reach? Now, for example, if you don't do anything, you will always get a survival job. So if you go by external factors, कि कहाँ पे demand ज़्यादा है, कहाँ पे अच्छा job मिलता है, कहाँ पे अच्छी salary मिलती है, if you go there, you will survive easily. But if you want to become successful, you have to identify what is your potential, what you are really good at. So for example, I am good with people. I love to talk. So that is the reason I moved out of HDFC Bank and I started this. So I am good in logical, in problem solving, in communication. So that is the reason I am successful. If you want to become happy, you have to identify your personality. What suits your personality? For example, in my case, my personality is more of freedom. If I don't have freedom, I cannot be happy. Trust me, in last 9 years, I have been approached by so many companies with amazing offers. But I am not willing to take a 9 to 6 ka job because I know that my personality is not meant for 9 to 6 ka job. Okay. Now, in order to understand what will make you happy and successful, you have to identify 2 things. What is your interest and what is your passion? What makes you happy? What makes you money? What pain you're solving for yourself as well as for others? That is your interest and passion. And the last part for reaching the make a difference का level, you have to find out your core. एक ना आपका core value है जो आपके सारे decisions को influence करता है. बचपन से लेके अभी तक आपने अपने लाइफ में जो भी अच्छा बुरा सही गलत right wrong whatever you have done, you have been influenced by your core. If you get your core, your life will be like a mirror. Everything is clear. You know what to do, when to do, what to do, and what not to do. Most importantly, you should identify what not to do. Okay. When I identified my core, it was like a crystal clear glass that why I struggle with my wife, where I struggle with my mom, what are the things which makes me angry, and what will make me super duper happy. Now, the moment I understood my core, life is so smooth. Now I understand how life can be so happy, so blissful, so graceful, because I was playing the wrong game. I am a batsman and I'm playing basketball, or I am a tortoise and I'm running on land. So the most important thing is identify your core. If you get these 5 things, potential, personality, interest, passion, and core, trust me, your life will be simpler. Now, what we do, what I do, what my company does is we help individuals take these decisions. Okay, I believe that every decision that you take now will impact your future. Jitna jaldi decision, utna zyada impact. So these are the 5 decisions that everyone in their career should take. The first decision is your graduation. What is your undergraduation? What is your post-graduation that you have done? For example, as I've told you, we start right from teenagers. We start from the age of 12 and we work till the oldest client that I have is 56-year-old. Now, right from UG, PG, you have to take a career, you have to take a choice. Then your first job matters a lot. Now here, these are based on externals. Now the other 3 decisions are based on your internal, and that will shift your life. The most important is you have to identify who you are. You have to identify your core. and then take a career decision. For example, 10 years back, I realized that I am not meant for the banking job. I saw one of our senior vice presidents, Shetty sir, and I looked at him and I asked myself, Nitesh, 10 saal baad, would you like to be in his chair? And the answer was no. And that was the time I decided that I have to quit. So self-actualization होना चाहिए आपके पास कि what you really meant for. Then you should be expressing that. For example, right now I am in the expression mode. I have not reached the make a difference level yet. I am in the level below that. So I want you to express. For example, the way I am conducting the seminar, the reason I am conducting the seminar because this fits in my expression domain. I conduct sessions, I write books, I write on LinkedIn, I post on WhatsApp. All of this comes in my expression. I have actualized something and now I share it with the world. And the last decision that you have to make is contribution. Please note, you are here for a bigger purpose in life. You are not here to take care of yourself and your family. That is a small part of your purpose. You are here for a bigger purpose. Identify what is that. You are here so that you can make this world a better place. And I am not just quoting it from a film. I really mean it. The moment you realize that your life can change or can make a difference in someone else's life, all your current pain become negligible. Trust me on this. Take the decision as early as possible. I encourage students right from the age of 13, 14 to start working on their core. Wherever you are in your life, whatever time has gone, don't regret about it. Think of the time ahead. So if you are, let's say 35 and you are still lost, still you have 25 years to make a difference. Don't think of what has gone. Think about the future. So what we do is we offer a mentorship program. We call it as Discover My Core Mentorship Program, whereby we help individuals in 3 aspects. We help them with their awareness part. We help them identify what is their potential, what is their interest, what is their passion. We help them with key career decisions, which specialization, which job or which business they should be doing. We help them with their core value. Trust me, the day you will identify your core value, your life will change. The way you look at your life will change. Every time I do this with my client and I see them going mesmerized. How we do this? We do this in 4 levels. So the first level is awareness, whereby we conduct 5 assessments with you, helping you identify your potential, personality, interest, passion, as well as core. We help you with certain experiential discovery. Now, please note, this is not a knowledge-based program. I don't believe in knowledge. I believe only in actions. So a lot of actions will be given to you, whereby you have to do a lot of do-it-yourself activities, which will help you explore yourself more. A lot of times now people say that I like this, I can do this, but what they say and what they like is not the final answer. What they do is the more appropriate answer. Then we work on discovering your core, and then we work on focusing on the action, and then we all along we use our the framework which I created for TCS. We are using the same framework here, whereby we help you create actionable results in your life. This was awarded by TCS. We got awarded as the best strategic partner for this framework. So this is the fees for the same. We do this age group wise. So if the age of the participant is teenage, this is the fee. 4 weeks में program होता है बच्चों का. For young adults from 18 to 30, it is of 6 weeks. The fees is this, and for middle management group for 30 to 45, the fees is this, and it goes for 8 weeks. Okay. Now, so last 5 minutes. Now, I am sure that you have got amazing value, amazing concept from this session, but let me explain you certain things. Till now, only knowledge will not help. There are 3 limiting thoughts which will stop you from living your unlived. The first thought is that you are looking out for support. बहुत सारे आप में से लोग ऐसे हैं जिनको ना सपोर्ट नहीं मिला है स्पाउस से, फैमिली से, पेरेंट्स से. So if you are there, please understand, support life में कभी नहीं मिलता. If you are waiting for support, you are giving remote control of your life to someone else. And that is the worst thing that you can do. The second is you will say that I don't have enough resources. I don't have the time. I don't have money. I don't have that much effort, that much energy to give it to all this. Trust me, if resources are limited, you will be always limited to your current living life. And the last thing is, I want to do this, but not today. I want to do this sometime else, also called as procrastination. Now, if you identify yourself with a lack of support, with a lack of resources, and with a lack of right time, you are right now going through a syndrome. And we call that as something for nothing syndrome. I feel that this is worse than cancer. Cancer kills body. Something for nothing kills your growth. Something for nothing syndrome is I want big things in my life, but I don't want to give big things in my life. I want to do something extraordinary in my life, but by doing extraordinary things in my current life. So whenever your output expected is greater than the input given, you are going through something for nothing syndrome. And trust me, if you are here, nobody can help you. You have to come out of something for nothing syndrome on your own. Something for nothing syndrome is you want everything right now, you want it for less, and you want more, but you don't want to change your status quo. I want you to identify something for nothing and please come out of it. एक बहुत अमेजिंग लाइफ वेट कर रहा है आपके लिए, उसको सिर्फ आप ही रोक रहे हो. Come out of this, come out of something for nothing, and trust me, the other side of the life is superbly amazing. This is an amazing quote I always share at the end of the session. This is from a movie called as Kung Fu Panda. And it says that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So when you are ready, the opportunity will stand in front of you. If you feel that I am not getting enough opportunities in my life, that is because you are not ready yet. Once you are ready, the universe will come and they will offer you the opportunity. Okay, so I request again the last thing to do, please go to menti.com and use the code 476485 and please share your honest feedback. How was the session and what was the top learning that you got from this session? I request you to go to menti.com right now and share your feedback, please. What did you learn from the session? How was the session? What was the top learning from the session? I'm waiting for you guys. Yes, I am open for questions right now. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand, you can talk to me, you can write in the chat. So I have received so far one feedback. Thank you. Please request all of you to go to menti.com, use the code 476485 and share. Again, this is an anonymous feedback. Your name will not come here. Request all of you to participate. There is a small surprise at the end. Excellent session. Got aware of the concept of finding the core and not delay the decisions. Thank you. Thank you. True, it is us that holds us back. So true. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We'll wait for one more minute for the feedbacks and then we'll close the session. If you have any doubts, any question, you can start sharing it on the chat, or I don't know how this process goes. I'm open to questions right now. So good point. So somebody has mentioned motherhood here. I do this with my female students. And I understand that taking care of your children is very, very important. And I see with this my wife. So she works for an IT company right now. She's going on she's away on a 3-day training trip. And what I realized is now the reason my wife works is for my son. So her idea is that through her life, she wants to create a message for my son that her mom was something. Now, I know that a lot of you are very much attached to your children, and when it comes to career and children, you take a call with children. So don't see that your career is against your child. I would suggest that you have to live a career which will motivate your child to do something bigger in their life. So if I get a chance, I'll conduct a parenting session with you guys. And in the parenting session, there is a secret called as message of warning. So as a mother, na, ask yourself what you do in your life. Is this a message or is this a warning for your child? And trust me, as a mother, do something big so that your child should be proud of you. And उसने ऐसा बोलना चाहिए कि यार मुझे ना मम्मी के जैसे कुछ बड़ा करना है. And when he or she does that, na, trust me, that's the best feeling that you'll ever have. Uh, Chat close. Huh. So this is the surprise I was telling about. So since this has been done through Inker and just for Jobs for Her Foundation, what we are doing is those of you who are interested seriously. Now, let me tell you, I only coach those who are very, very serious about their unlived. This is not a session where I would like to convince you why you should be doing things. You should be coming to me saying that, Nitesh, I want to do this. And then we will work together in achieving that. Okay. I have a selection process for my coaches, and you have to go through that process first. Then only we will be able to work with you. But till that time, for this participants, those who have attended this session, you can use a code INK15. You will get a 15% waiver on the fees, only valid till 22nd of November. So whatever services you use, since you have attended this session, for the entirety, you can use this code and take a 15% off over the fees. These are the revised fees, and you can visit my website livingtheunlived.com, or you can save this number somewhere, Barkha's number 8080024024. And if you have any doubts, anything, you can contact her. If anybody wants to connect with me, you can tell Barkha that you have attended the session. She will share my number and you can connect to me directly. Okay, so I hope that this really helps you in your life, and you create something big. A quick summary in 30 seconds, the entire session. What are the do's and don'ts that we have discussed? The first thing, you have to identify your unlived. Don't continue with the living. The second is you have to create value. If you want something, you have to give something to them. You cannot focus on survival. You have to increase your knowledge and skills. You have to be away from distraction. Anything that does not increase your knowledge and skills, avoid those things. Strive to do this. Make a difference. Trust me, when you reach here, there's a different life altogether. Don't survive. We have not been created to survive. Identify who you are, discover your core. Don't go for something for nothing. There is a small request I would like to make to all of you. Since you have got this amazing knowledge from Inker and Jobs for Her Foundation, I would request you, this is an assignment for every one of you. Whatever you have learned today, explain the do part to any one person. Okay, any one person in next 24 hours. So आज knowledge तो मिल गया है, but ये knowledge को ना contribute करना भी बहुत जरूरी है. So my request is, share this with as many people as possible. And trust me, this works like a boomerang. The more you help people, the more help comes your way. Okay, looking forward to connect with you guys soon. With this, I end my session. If you have any doubts, I am here for more 2-3 minutes. Otherwise, Nirja, you guys would like to connect, or should I close the session? How it goes?
So Nitesh, not sure if you're able to hear me, but thank you so much. It was a brilliant session. And every time I hear you, I want to hear you more. And of course, I want to also pass on this message to the others. I hope everyone's really, of course, from all the feedback that I saw on Menti, everyone's really found it useful. And I would also request you all.
If you have anything, please raise a question or raise a hand. And thank you. Good luck to all of you. And wish you all that with me or without me, you have to achieve your unlived. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you all for attending, and we'll see you for the next webinar. Bye-bye.